Hi, my apologies. I don't know, my camera is doing something. So I'm going to continue from where I left off. So this is a part 3. As I was stating, I want to make sure that it is known that I have sent packets to Vincent Kane, to the executive Virginia Yellen when she was doing her bullying tactics, to Michael P. Downs. I've sent. So they can't say that they were never in the know, because here's my proof. This is to Virginia Yellen, Vincent Kane. Again, they can't say they were never in the loop. Michael P. Downs. I have more. I saved all my documents because I never know when it's needed. Now, to Baltimore. Each one of these have stacks and stacks and stacks of claims that I submitted. Baltimore, 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 all of these I submitted to Baltimore to be paid, yet I don't get paid. When I do get paid, I want to share with you what it is that they make sure that a veteran do get paid. And that is $2.49. Whenever I submit my claims in and they automatically put something in the bank that I should be grateful, it's not the right amount. There's no explanation of which travel claims are being processed, how much mileage is being paid. None of that. It's just, we put $20 in your account. Be happy. So, of the monies that I did receive, $2.49, $2.49, $4, 83 cents, 83 cents, 83 cents, $2.49. They make sure you get the lowest of the lowest. $8, $1.66, $1.49, $16, $17.43. The lowest of the low, 83 cents, 83 cents. Now, I don't live in Maryland. None of my statements reflects me traveling from where I live to Baltimore. No. They never do that. Now, remember, Baltimore VA is the one that gave me my apparatus so they know that I'm injured. They took care of this veteran. When I put in a claim for it, nope, don't get paid. Why is that? Now, by me getting a copy of my medical records, I noticed something that's going on behind the scenes. I got a copy of my appointments. Here's a list of my appointments. Cancel, 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 cancel. So that's what goes on behind the scenes. I showed you the stack, the VA paid. I put in all of my travel claims like I'm supposed to because I follow the rules. But behind the scenes, appointments are canceled. So I guess if they become audited, it'll show why I'm not getting paid. What a criminal, fraudulent move that is. Canceled, canceled, canceled. Anyone knows that I am extremely proactive in my health care. I am severely injured, so I go to all of my appointments. All of these cancellations, where they come from? Why are they being done? Oh, it's fraud. So they can continue to keep the money, maybe to build that new building that's at the Wilmington VA, maybe to have built that garage with my travel claims that they did not give me. As I continue to report, I have not been paid. So since that new building is there, give me my money or release that building to me, because that's how much money you stolen from me. Now, I want to say this to Mr. President and the distinguished panel, that when the VA continue to use the VA police, calling me for suicidal welfare checks, I take that seriously. Seriously. I have not been suicidal. It's not in my DNA. However, again, they use it to deflect the corruption that they're doing. And someone of this gorgeous black skin cannot be telling the truth. Instead, they go to the extreme. I'm suicidal. That is not the case. So why I'm saying that is that if anything happens to me or my family, it's not going to stop the truth from continually coming out. Everything that you see, everything that I have shown, plus additional things that I do have, I have made copies, and a letter is attached to various people to continue to push the truth. This veteran / a patient should never have to go through those extremes, at any of these extremes. But I must. Again, I am not suicidal. Now, all that I am seeing, and I notice it's a major theme going around, that all of these willing participant employees who continue to hurt and wrong me, maim me, lied on me, cheated me out of my money is constantly getting their checks every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. All the while, they continue to scream and holler at me saying, "You've been paid. You've been paid." When I've asked for copies, they don't show. When I ask for my denials, you only been denied 2 claims. One for this date and year, one for another date and year. That's all we have in the computer. As you see, it's a major lie and cover up. Because on one of those years, I have 35 denials. That came from employee Michael P. Downs. Now, speaking of Michael P. Downs, the more nastier, deceptive, crooked these employees are, the more up the chain of command they go. At the time, travel supervisor Michael P. Downs at the Wilmington VA has been promoted twice. Last year, he's even been transferred to his new highly position at the Coatesville VA. While he has tampered with government material, he has lied. He has thrown government material out. He has shown aggression towards me. And he's rewarded. Virginia Yellen lied to me. Told me there is an admin file that nobody knows what I'm talking about. But she has reported that to me time and time again, in which I've reported it to the White House hotline and others. Maimed me. Used intimidation and threats towards me. She's rewarded, and I reported and reported and reported. She's rewarded with full retirement pay. Come like clockwork. She even had people pull things out of my medical file. She's even told that I'm not allowed to get a copy of my medical records. I have all of that material. And she's rewarded full retirement pay. Jennifer Coy, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you are. Don't know how much up the chain of command you are. But your continual and trying to intimidate and threats, it's against the law. The people that put you as the enforcer, Director Vincent Kane, Virginia Yellen, it's against the law. I hope you get whatever it is that they're rewarding you, because I'm pressing charges on you all. Susan Hansen. Oh, Susan Hansen. You have a nice, lovely, quiet voice. You're new. Never shown absolutely any aggression towards me. But you're nasty. Nastiness. To the doctors that I go to, who's trying to inquire about my consults, my health care towards you, and you're nasty towards these individuals, in which that could jeopardize my health care out here in the community. Miss New executive to the executive to the executive, as no one is saying absolutely anything to my doctor, Dr. Barbara M. Porter, the doctor who called me crying, and I mean crying, who did not write consults for my upcoming follow-up appointments, who did not fill up any scripts or prescriptions that my doctor sent to her. Absolutely none. But Susan Hansen, your angry viciousness towards the medical staff that is taking care of me when your VA stopped. However, you're still getting your checks. Dr. Barbara M. Porter still receiving her checks as she continues to sashay around that VA. A disgrace. You all are a disgrace. Now, like I said, there's a theme. The nastier these people are, the deceptive and crookedness they get, they still get their checks. I follow the rules. Always, because I'm easy. Easy prey. I follow the rules. And I can't get a check. And when they do give a check, it's nonsense. So, with that being said, Mr. President, Madam Vice President, U.S. Senate Committee of Veterans Affairs, Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Mr. Dennis McDonald, I am respectfully requesting that all 170 VA hospitals are audited. I would like for these employees who are doing a criminal harm to try to push me over the edge accountable. As I want a criminal investigation for the Wilmington VA Medical Center on all of these employees. Mr. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Mr. Dennis McDonald, I am asking you respectfully to make a chain of command for the veterans so that we can be heard and also actions taken. The patient advocate is there for what they're supposed to be there for, but we need our own chain of command where we can be heard and actions taken. Not the patient advocate writing to whoever's upstairs reading the emails and then they make a decision. Yay, nay. No. We need something. This is an atrocity of what I have been through. And no one, I'm hoping that no one after me goes through absolutely any of this ever again. Something needs to be put in place. I cannot speak about the people before me, but I'm hoping and praying that when someone sees this video, actions be taken. That these powerful folks can no longer do what they do because they don't look like me. These powerful folks have to answer questions and be held accountable. Because if I take that pen out of that VA, you already got a penalty and law and prison for me. Even if I tell you I brought my own pen. These folks that don't look like me needs to be held accountable. I'm going to ask of you, Mr. President, Madam Vice President, Mr. Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Mr. Dennis McDonald, I'm going to ask of you to respectfully rescind Virginia Yellen's retirement, as she has done criminal activities, as I have been reporting, while she was employed with the Wilmington VA. Also, Donald Bowen, B-O-H-N, the sexual harassment coordinator, who emailed me, hey, I'm retiring, so he can't fulfill his job. Please rescind his retirement check and have a criminal investigation done on him as well as the FOIA officer, Freedom of Information Act officer, Douglas R. Pollock, who refuses to give me any of my FOIA requests, as he is blocking my rights. I forgot. I'm a veteran. I don't have rights. I'm black. I don't have rights. I'm invisible. I don't have rights. I am requesting for a full criminal investigation of the FOIA officer, Douglas R. Pollock. So maybe I can have my rights. I want to give my thanks to everyone who has made things possible for me. And I'm going to give thanks to these people. Miss Sharon, who is a pharmacist at the Camden Walmart. I want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done for me and saving me. Thank you. I humbly thank you. To Kent General Hospital, my ER doctor, who pulled up alongside of me to listen to why I was crawling on the floor for as long as I have, for the severe medical crisis that I endured. I want to thank my ER doctor for saving me, listening to me. I thank you. For Kent General medical staff, who went above and beyond, also with, hand in hand with Miss Sharon, the pharmacist. I want to thank you all for saving me, helping me when the Wilmington VA Medical Center literally turned their backs, filled no scripts, nothing. You all made it possible for me to have that emergency medicine, for me to continue to stay alive. I humbly thank you all. To Dr. Jules, I thank you. Dr. Win Chow and staff, I thank you all. Dr. Lombardi, thank you. Ron Lilly, thank you. Miss Pat West, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Trinell Scott, who is a veteran. My sister, I thank you for everything that you have done for me. Missy LaFontaine, I thank you, my sister. I thank you for everything you have done for me. Dana Sicilione, I thank you. Alicia, who's at the Wilmington VA, I thank you for everything you have done. I want to say this, as it's a little story behind this. That I had a procedure that I had to stop my medicine and everything the night before, have this procedure, go eat, and then I come back for part 2 of this procedure. However, the Baltimore VA employee called me to give me my instructions. I asked him about, is there a hot food voucher? And he said, I will receive breakfast since I can't take medicine and etc. When I get there to my appointment and have the procedure, now it's time for me to go eat. There's nothing there. There's no vouchers, there's no nothing. The employee lied. And just lied. So I went to go report this. And a young fella listened to what I had to say. He's a veteran. He went into his pocket, gave me money for me to go have a hot breakfast. To you, young fella, I thank you. Also, I did pay him back, for the record. But it's also been told to me that there hasn't been any hot food vouchers or anything for a veteran over 6 years. Why that employee lied to me, I don't know. Mr. President, Mr. Dennis McDonald, I hope that you can make a change in all VAs. And bring hot food back in for the veterans who need it. Also, for the person and or persons who anonymously sent me material for me to do what I am doing, reporting, helping me have material, maybe helping me to help other veterans. I thank you, whoever you are or you all are. I don't know. I've received the material. It will be utilized. I thank you. So I do have proof, and again, truth for what I'm saying. I want to say to Mr. President and distinguished panel to please dismantle this corruptive administrative staff. Please, again, I ask, do a full audit on all 170 VA hospitals, so another veteran like myself won't have to be on here to be mandate reporters, and or they continually pushing veterans over the side, to the other side. In this VA system, it is a vicious circle to nowhere. A veteran's voice is not heard. We're not appreciated. There isn't a veterans first. Maybe that's a code word. I'm not sure. But I have been treated with the utmost disrespect. By people who has never served in the military. A vicious circle to nowhere. Now, I want to say this. This is from, I'm going to say this. This is to all This is to all of the employees, the disgraceful employees who are self-entitled, lifelong, despicable, deplorable, bottom of the barrel, chair mafia employees. You all, I want you to hear me well. You all could never break my soul. Thank you, B, and thank you, Big Frida. Always remember, I am a phenomenal woman, and still I rise. I also want to let you all know, and these are by the lyrics of Eminem, I'm not afraid to take a stand. So everybody, come grab my hand and let's join together through this storm. So now I'm asking Mr. President and the distinguished panel to please fix the VA, starting with this veteran, veterans first, so we can bring back honor, respect, integrity, and pride back into the VA. Please. To some people, this is all they have, is the VA. And to be treated like this, it has to be a change. There has to be a change. Now, I cannot close without saying this. And that is to Mr. President and all of the people who made this happen. I want to thank you for bringing Brittney Griner home. This veteran wants to thank you all. And to the Griner family, started with Miss Sherelle Griner, I want to say to you and your circle, you are going to be fantastic attorneys. The fighting you, hands down, fantastic. To BG, I want to thank you for always standing tall during this horrific time that you have endured. But I also want to like to share with you that I had made flags in your honor. I want you to see that I have flown this flag flown this flag in your honor, as it was so comforting to know when I heard the great news that you're back on American soil. It was so comforting to me to know that I had two of them made, a large one and that one, that I've flown outside of my home. And it was so comforting to know that I can actually take it down when you had arrived home. Your feet was literally on America's soil. I thank you. I thank you. To the Griner family, it was a beautiful, beautiful Christmas gift. Early Christmas present. And to all who was out there rooting for you, I, this veteran, thank you all. Now, I am closing. But before I close, I want to thank Mr. President. Thank you all for looking at this video. Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for looking at this video. To the U.S. Senate Committee of Veteran Affairs, I want to thank you in looking at this video and hoping changes come. To Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Mr. Dennis McDonald, I want to thank you for looking at this video. To Attorney General Kathy Jennings, again, thank you for looking at this video. To all of my sisters and brother vets, spouses, caregivers, and widowers, if this resonates with you, you got to stand up, speak out. Not using the employee's chain of command. Use this form. Shout out your VA. Shout out your issues. Shout it out. Maybe someone's going to hear and something can be done. Now, to any of my sisters and brothers who just think today isn't the day for you, who have some sort of mental challenges and struggles, I want to say that if the Lord opened your eyes, it's meant for you to stay alive. Please use this platform. Shout out. And if it's the VA that's pushing you, shout out the VA so you can get help. You deserve it. You're worth it. Now, I'm closing. I speak truth to power. And from here, this day, as I speak these words, I am no longer suffering. I let go and let God steer this wheel from here. As now, I am free. I am free. To Mr. Donald Lawrence, I'm going to resonate your words. There is a king in me. I want to thank you all for looking at this video. Now, I hope a change comes. Thank you.